Hey everyone, yeah, so it's been a while. It's been quite a while, about 4 months in fact. Took a break from YouTube, as I'm sure a few of you are aware. Quite a few things happened in that time. Firstly, the wife and I had a baby boy, and we also went to Australia for three weeks or so. Yeah, lots happened, a lot's changed actually on YouTube. I finally got around to getting on YouTube again, as in watching a few videos and commenting on a few videos and stuff, talking to a few people. Yeah, so a bit out of touch, lots gone on. Yeah, I mean, as for an update, the boy, he's doing well. See that picture there perhaps? He's 6 months now at the time of doing this video, so time has flown. It's a nightmare, it really is a nightmare. Oh, it's lovely. Yeah, so this is like what's going on, what's been happening, and got a few little additions to show as well. So I started watching the videos again, as I said the other day, and one of them I watched was from Bluetonic78, one of his vlogs he's been doing, which he started since I've been away. Quite a long video, some 45 minutes or so, but sat down for a cup of coffee, watched it, and he's touched on a few subjects actually. One of them being like collections, you know, full collections of whatever system it might be. Some people are like trying to do Xbox 360 or something like that, which is still ongoing, of course. The system's still having games released for it, of course. Obviously I'm doing one which is the Amiga CD32, so there's a video coming up that soon. I'm not sure how often I'll be doing videos, but I will be doing a few here and there. Yeah, quite a few games added, a good dozen games added to that collection, so there's not actually that many to go now. So yeah, a video comes soon with that, hopefully. A few other things you touched on, like a few people closing their channels for whatever reasons, stuff like that. I mean, I was never going to close this channel. I was hoping to get back to it at some stage, but what with work and obviously a baby boy, as you saw there, you don't have a lot of time. So there will be a few videos. I've got a few others planned, and whether or not I'll do gameplay videos as such, I'm not sure. I'd love to, but just get the time for something like that. So yeah, a few games to show here then. Nothing very special, really. A bit of an odd bunch actually. I've got a few coming actually from like Europe, various places in Europe, which are pretty big name games if you like, or big box rarities sort of thing. So that should be in a future video. But as for this one, a couple of games for the old Amstrad CPC. Actually first I'll show you something I got for Christmas, which you've probably all seen before. Pac-Man mug, heat changing mug. What it does, you can see the typical Pac-Man screen there, and as the drink goes down, or the drink gets cooler, whatever it is, I haven't actually read to see exactly what it does. The ghosts and Pac-Man work their way down the maze, I think. Anyhow, on with the games then. First up then, a decent enough arcade conversion for the Amstrad. Road Blasters. All seen that screen. Probably one of the biggest racing type games along with Outrun at the time, which is like the mid 80s, or just on after the mid 80s. The Amstrad version, there's a screenshot there, just about to see it. Pretty nice and colourful, it's pretty quick. I think I played this on emulator, but I've not played this version yet. I mean, some games had up for accelerate, which in a way I didn't like. I prefer the fire button, but of course Road Blasters, as the name suggests, shooting stuff. So I've not actually even read the instructions yet to find out. Will do. Another arcade conversion. This is a sequel to one of the worst arcade conversions for the Amstrad, and that was Outrun. Outrun was a disaster. It actually wasn't very good on a few systems, quite a few systems, even the Amiga version. 8-bit versions of Outrun, it was always going to be a tough job. Anyway, the sequel was a lot better, if not brilliant. That's Turbo Outrun. Comes in a nice box. I do like these card boxes, got quite a few of them now. There's the screens on the back, not an Amstrad version, one inside I don't think. All from the arcade. This comes with a giant poster and a catalogue with the cassette. Poster is just, has the instructions on one side, and of course the picture on the front. Very nice. Just like 99 pence, so it's next to nothing. So a lot better than the first Outrun. I should mention actually, as we're doing like a mini update, obviously this is a different location to what most of my videos come from. This is actually part of our dining room. We haven't moved house. What it is, the games room is no more, unfortunately. If you haven't seen my games room, go back in my videos and you'll find it. It's well over excuse me, well over a year ago now since I did a games room tour, if you like. Nice little place. Showed off all my collections in there, apart from the PC Engine collection, which I did a video for afterwards. So what we got here then in the dining room is, behind the camera, which you can't see from here, is the CD32 shelves, where all the games are for that. That system's still downstairs, down here, not in the loft, where a lot of things are now. Behind me is the majority of my Amiga stuff. So everything else has gone in the loft. The Dreamcast, the GameCube, PlayStation 1, PlayStation 2, PC Engine or TurboGrafx as it is. The Amstrad CPC's gone in the loft as well, as is the GX4000 and the Intellivision, Mattel Intellivision, all gone in the loft. Yep, so that's now a baby's room, nursery if you like, so hey ho, needs must I suppose. But managed to compromise and keep all the Amiga stuff down, because that's the main system I collect for and stuff, or even play to this day. So yeah, there we go. Anyhow, I've managed to add 2 more games to the GX4000 collection I have, so I think this takes up to something like 15 out of the 24 or 25 that I've released. First of them is Tintin on the Moon. This is like an action platformer. There we go, as a side. A few screens on the back. Not played this, because as I said, it's all in the loft. There we go. As you remember, seen the GX4000 cards before. 6 in the middle, instructions will be on the side. Yeah, this isn't too badly priced actually. This was less than £20, which is quite good for the majority of GX4000 games. Not read much about that, so I don't know. The second one is a lot more rarer, and again, this wasn't actually too badly priced. This was less than 30, I'm pretty sure of that. I mean, I've only bought a few things in the last 4 months. Most of it's been for the CD32. Anyway, this one is No Exit. It's a Bruce Lee looking fella on the front there. Now this is a side-scrolling beat 'em up, basically. For 1 or 2 players, apparently. A couple of screens on the back there, you might just be able to see. Again, all that. No instructions with this one. But apparently it's a very poor game for the Amstrad GX4000. I think it got released on the Amiga as well, but just a poor game in general. But anyway, that's 2 more for the collection. That's, yeah, so 15 I think it was. A couple of things regarding the Amiga then. First of them is a book called The Future Was Here. This, I was looking forward to reading this, and it was a good read. It's pretty technical actually. It tells you what the Amiga can do. Does go on a bit about some of the games, mainly like companies like Team 17 and Psygnosis, and it tells you about the downfall of the Amiga as well, which was basically Commodore. Commodore was to blame. Didn't market it quick enough. The upgraded Amigas, you know, like the 1200 and the 4000, were too late in arriving. The CD32 just wasn't powerful enough. It's a decent machine, but a year later you had the PlayStation, which knocks the socks off it, of course. It's a good read. If you're into the Amiga, it's highly recommended. Okay, so I've got 4 games, just 4 games for the Amiga, and first of them is a shooter called Hyperdome. Comes with just a leaflet inside along with the disc. This is a side-scrolling horizontal shooter. Has a few half-decent graphical effects in it. I mean, this is like 1988 or something, this was. And yeah, so it's pretty basic. There is a gameplay on YouTube of this one, so if you're interested, try and check it out. There's a good few power-ups onto it, but nothing particularly special for its day. Second Amiga game is a big box one from Core Design called Darkmare. Now, I always wanted to get hold of this, although it's apparently quite slow going to get anywhere in the game, sort of thing. And this is best described as an isometric RPG action adventure. I think the battle sections were one of the worst bits when you're fighting someone. It's pretty limited, if I remember rightly. Comes on 4 discs. Booklet, I'll show you quickly. Or leaflet rather. There we go. Nothing too special inside. Yeah. Been waiting to get hold of that one. I don't know, it always looked good to me, so if I get the time I'll give it a good bash. 2 left to go, and the first one was if you ever bought a game for the cover, I bought a few games for the cover, hoping obviously the game itself was okay to go with it, not necessarily reading a review or something. This was one of the games I bought for the cover, and you'll probably see why. It's pretty good. Overlander. Now, Overlander is a bit like a game I showed earlier called Road Blasters. It's similar-ish. Yeah, you're in the car again and you shoot stuff, all set in the future, the year 2025, so it's not actually that far off now. Although this was released in about 1988, 1989, something like that. So a few screens on the back. It's not a very good game, to be honest. It certainly doesn't set the Amiga alight. I can't compare it to Road Blaster in the Amiga, because I haven't played Road Blaster in the Amiga yet. Again, this comes with a 1 disc and a very small little leaflet. Yeah, so I bought for the cover really. The Amstrad version was a poor specky port. The game itself wasn't too bad, but there we go, one for the cover. And the final game, again has Amstrad, is related to the Amstrad in a way, because it's one of the first games I ever played. First game I ever bought, apart from the ones you got free with the Amstrad, was a compilation called 5 Star Games. And on that compilation there was obviously 5 games, and one of them was called Spin Dizzy. Now the Amiga had a sequel to Spin Dizzy, it might come out in the Atari ST as well, I'm not too sure, called Spin Dizzy Worlds. Obviously it did come out in the Atari ST because the screens on the back are for the Atari ST, you can see them. It's just extended. It's isometric adventure puzzle sort of thing where you play Gerald. Basically a geographical, environmental, reconnaissance and land mapping device. You're not a proper character as such. On the original Spin Dizzy you had to collect the jewels, which every time you collect a jewel improved the time you had left. You run out of time, it's over. You have the platform on each screen and you can fall off that, stuff like that. I think you had unlimited lives on it as such. It's all about running out of fuel or time, I think it was. This is just like more of it basically, slightly better graphics. Original disc and a backup disc in there, along with a manual. This again was created by Paul Shirley, who actually done the original Fruit Machine on the Amstrad. Got free the Amstrad pack. So there we go. That is it. Nothing particularly exciting. But I thought, after watching a few videos, I thought, oh, I've got a little buzz again to get back into it and do another video. Hopefully a few more soonish then. Yeah, hopefully I'll get around to watching a few more videos too and chatting to a few people again. Because it's, although it's changed a little bit, it's still a really good community on YouTube, so good to be back in it. Okay guys, see you again soon.